Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Crypto News with Julie Kennis. I'm your host, Julie Kennis. This show, as always, is powered by the Gokhshtein News Network. I hope you all are having a great start to your day. Yes, I'm getting started here a little earlier than normal. Let me try and share this out. It wasn't showing my stream at first, and I'm like, wait a minute, where is it? So let's see. Open live video and share it out. No, I don't see it, guys. Share it out for me if you can. Copy link. There we go. I think I'm shadow banned on X, you guys. I think I'm shadow banned right now. Whenever they shadow ban me, my numbers are way down. My numbers are way down. So let me type, come join us. And then how I know I'm shadow banned is when I post the link, rather than posting the video, it will just post the link. So I don't know who I made mad. I don't know who is attacking me right now, but somebody is attacking my account. I don't know why. People do it. You want to know, speaking of attacks on my account, I think I've given up on Telegram, guys. There was somebody trying to hack my account. I did everything I could to try and keep them out of my account. They kept changing their VPN location. First it was out of this country, then it was out of that country. We were back and forth. I set a pin, so that way if they tried to get back in, then they'd have to have the pin to get into the account, right? All of a sudden my pin has changed. So somehow they got into my account on Telegram and changed my pin. So what I did was I fought back harder. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna scan my face. And you gotta scan my face. So now hopefully they can't get into my account. But yeah, so my situation with Telegram is right now, my account has been overtaken twice and I'm giving up. I have just decided Telegram is a pain in my butt. And if you need to get a hold of me, you'll have to find me some other way. So I don't know what's wrong with Telegram. Of all the accounts that I've had, I've never been like formally hacked and had my account taken over before. So somehow, some way, someone in Telegram managed to overtake my account. So if you're on Telegram, you think you're talking to me, it's not me. In fact, because I couldn't get into the account and I'm so irritated with it, I have now uninstalled the app. The app's gone. It's just gone. I don't even want to deal with it anymore. So if you need to find me, it's not on Telegram. You can find me here on YouTube. You can find me on X. You guys, X DMs is a good way to get a hold of me. I do some stuff on Discord, but the problem with Discord is I've been in Discord so long, I maxed out my servers. So I have to go through and leave some of my servers to be able to add new servers, because I've maxed it out. So it's just a pain. It's a pain. I've been in Discord a really long time, but I do like Discord. I like Discord. So add me on there if you want. I do not have a formal Discord account, and I do have my GC on X, which, by the way, it's encrypted now. If you leave the chat, I can't add you back in. So Jesse left my chat. And I said, oh my gosh, did I do something wrong? What did I do, Jesse? Jesse, you have not come into my live streams, and now you've left my group chat. What did I do? He said it was an accident, but now I can't add him back in. Yeah, and half of those servers, like you say, they're no longer used. Those are all old NFT servers. And thinking back to happier times in crypto, it was the NFTs. It was the NFT cycle. That was when it was fun. I mean, I've had fun with the meme coins too, when meme coins were pumping and everybody was doing memes together, but just nothing fun is happening in crypto right now. Nothing fun is happening. So people are getting liquidated that are using leverage. Do not use leverage. Don't use leverage. And even though we're in a downward cycle, a downward trend, there will be days that look green and positive, and you start to think, oh, it's coming back. Don't chase. It's a falling knife right now. It's a falling knife. You just have to be careful. Unless you DCA. DCA is like, okay, I just get paid every 2 weeks. I'm going to buy some every 2 weeks. That's always a good strategy. That's always a good strategy. So today's a big day, you guys. I've been really stressing about today. My daughter's feeling better, though. She's feeling better. Shout out to her. Amelia, I got her a bouquet and a get well balloon. I brought that to her this morning. Brought a smile to her face. She said she feels like she's in the hospital, though. So I feel so bad for her. But I think today might be a better day. We're going to get her to the school. We're going to talk about how we go forward with her schedule. We actually were kicking around some ideas earlier, and so I'm hopeful that things are going to be good. So, all right, you guys, I am sitting here jabbering long enough. Why don't we go ahead? Let me see. What was I looking at? I was looking at my charts here. I had Ethereum up. All right, let's start with Bitcoin, though. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the crypto charts. All right, you guys, taking a look here at Bitcoin. It is still down in this downward trend, although it is slightly up right now. 67,000 per Bitcoin, 67,500 per Bitcoin. So it is up just slightly from where it was, slightly in the green, but I do expect us to continue to have some downward momentum here. So anyway, taking a look at things. Yeah, we can see here on the RSI line, things are looking good. On the market cipher indicator, looks like money is continuing to flow in for now. We had our little red dot there with a green dot keeping it up high. Another red dot. Looks like it's starting to potentially retrace a little bit now. So, taking a look at Ethereum, it is down almost 3% on the daily. Yesterday we were trading at 2,000. Today we were trading at 1953. And Solana, $79,000 or $79,000, $79. $79,000 would be a wonderful. Oh my gosh, there'd be very happy degens at that. All right, Chainlink, it's hanging on to $8.30. And Dogecoin is also hanging on to 9 cents from yesterday. And hello, everyone in the chat. Thank you for being here. I know I'm going on a little early today, so I appreciate you. Bloggy, you were number one. John Legend, Chipper. Hi, Chipper. I'm excited to see you here early. John Legend, peace of my mind. Hello. Black Hat Team. Mike Volmer. Hello. Everybody's here. The whole crew is here. Did everybody wish Joxie a happy birthday yesterday? I hope so. She was in recovery from her hangover. I'm actually excited to chat with her and hear how her birthday shenanigans went. All right, let's go ahead and click over to our crypto bubbles chart. Looks like Scottie Pippen's coin still hanging on in the green on the top 100. So bizarre, you guys. So bizarre. Was ranked number 95 yesterday. This is Scottie Pippen's coin is ranked number 81 out of all cryptocurrencies right now. I just feel like what in the freaking manipulation is going on here? What in the freaking mass manipulation? Yeah, Zcash, slightly green here on Zcash. Let's take a look at that. I haven't taken a look at Zcash in a minute. I'm just still, hold on. I'm gonna it's down 40% on the month. But yeah, it is green today. Oh, let's see. All right, I do have some breaking news for us to move into. Let's get into some breaking news, guys. You guys, this is what everyone's talking about this morning. BlackRock enters DeFi and taps Uniswap for institutional token trading. Uniswap just seems to me. Wait until Blocky comes out with the Blockynomics coin. That's great. Oh, hello, Corvette Camping. Welcome. I just now saw that was you sliding in here. Yeah, I want to see the Blockynomics coin. I feel like he would be a good indicator of where the market is headed. He's like kind of like forecast things. He was bearish while others were bullish, and now that others are bearish, he's flipped bullish. So he's mastered the art of trading the opposite of the fear greed index, it sounds like. All right, but moving on, BlackRock is bringing $2.1 billion in tokenized treasury fund to Uniswap, expanding institutional access to DeFi and deepening Wall Street's push to on-chain finance. Asset management giant BlackRock is making its first formal move into decentralized finance by bringing tokenized U.S. Treasury fund to Uniswap, marking a milestone moment for institutional adoption of DeFi. According to a Wednesday announcement, BlackRock's USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, or BUILD, will be listed on Uniswap, decentralized exchange allowing for institutional investors to buy and sell tokenized security. As part of the arrangement, BlackRock is also purchasing an undisclosed amount of Uniswap's native governance token, UNI, the announcement said. So, sounds like a nice little trade-off deal for the two, right? Uniswap brings in BlackRock buys Uni token, everyone wins, right? The collaboration is being facilitated by tokenization company Securize, which partnered with the world's biggest asset manager on the launch of BUILD. According to Fortune, trading will initially be limited to a select group of eligible institutional investors and market makers before expanding more broadly. That's right, because why wouldn't we continue to protect the elite and allow the accredited investor to have first dibs? So, continue to make the rich richer. For the first time, institutions and whitelisted investors can access technology from a leader in the decentralized finance space to trade tokenized real-world assets like BUILD with self-custody, said Securize CEO Carlos Domingo. So it's the biggest tokenized money market fund with more than $2.18 billion in total assets, according to data compiled by real-world-asset.xyz or RWA.xyz. RWA.xyz. The fund is issued across multiple blockchains, including Ethereum, Solana, BNB chains, Aptos, and Avalanche. So we're seeing, I hate accredited investors. What the heck? Like, why we're continuing to give accredited investors first dibs on everything. And what do we expect with BlackRock? This is just what BlackRock is. BlackRock just continues to protect BlackRock and BlackRock's people. So, but Uniswap, they've been one of the biggest original DeFi players for quite a while. So I'm happy to see that Uniswap is doing something, but I don't love seeing BlackRock here. Moving on, Wall Street expands tokenized money market push amid stablecoin growth. So tokenized money market funds have gained traction on Wall Street, with several major financial institutions joining BlackRock in exploring technologies. Goldman Sachs and BNY, for example, have partnered with expanding institutional access to tokenized money market products. JP Morgan strategists have also highlighted the asset class as a potential counterweight to the rapid growth of stablecoins. While both rely on blockchain infrastructure, the Genius Act is widely expected to accelerate stablecoin adoption, potentially drawing liquidity away from traditional money market funds. Tokenization could help offset that shift by allowing investors to post money market fund shares as collateral without sacrificing yield, JP Morgan strategist Teresa Ho said last year. So to be sure, the Genius Act could also accelerate the growth of tokenized real-world assets. I just think that we're seeing this on a broad scale. So, yeah. BlackRock and the institutions are here. Luckily, we are banning them from buying single-family homes now, it sounds like. So that's a good thing. All right, moving on. Bitcoin's rebound hype fades as range high crumbles. Here's why Bitcoin is volatile. I think we all know why Bitcoin is volatile, but we'll just read why they think it's volatile. So, Coinbase Premium Index signals muted U.S. investor participation at current price levels. Well, let's just talk about it. We really are the money market makers in the world. Although the Asia market does pull a little bit of weight, for the most part, the U.S. money markets determine the weight of the global economy. Cumulative volume index delta continues to trend lower, reflecting persistent net selling pressure. So continue to see lower lows and lower highs. And data shows that the 30-day new money flow has flipped negative to roughly negative 2.8 billion. Also, I'm not seeing a lot of articles and talking about, not really Coinbase, but talking about Binance. Binance. They're not in this particular article, and I don't have any particular article about Binance to talk about right now. But we're going to talk about it because Leonidas is on a single man mission to make everyone known, to let everyone know to remove their money from Binance. Now, whether Binance is insolvent or not, that remains to be seen. In fact, Binance coin at current moment is trading at $609. So Binance token is remaining relatively strong. But there is a lot of people who are putting some heat on Binance, and I would say pressure is mounting. And now we have people who are supposedly hired by Binance to push pro-Binance news and to take away from the fact that there has been some negative news coming out about Binance. Now, there is no formal articles anywhere. And as you guys know, Binance and Trump made some arrangements in regards to potentially his release and, support of Trump and World Liberty Finance. So it's a really, it's a cloudy relationship. So there's not a whole lot of news about what's going on with Binance. But what I was saying earlier this week is sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. And in a time like this where there is a lot of withdrawals taking place from centralized exchanges, this is when the pressure is on the centralized exchange and they're more likely to fold. So you don't want to be caught up in that. I'm not saying close your accounts, keep your accounts open, but maybe just put your money somewhere where it's safe, where a centralized exchange that might become insolvent won't potentially take your funds down with it. My first bull run, when I did my first bull run, I went into the bear market. People were all telling me, like, it's top, you need to sell. And I remember saying, like, sell for what? Sell for what? Well, it depends, because if you're on some centralized exchanges, it will automatically sell it to US dollars. Sometimes it will sell it to just whatever the native token on that chain is. So say it's a Solana token and you sell that, then it automatically is going to put it in Solana. Now, I did notice Phantom Wallet is converting that to cash now, which I think is better. If it converts it to cash automatically, then your money is there. But stable coins are your friend when the markets are going down. And after doing a lot of the research that I've been doing, there are certain people who I feel more comfortable about putting my stable coins with. Before I would be like, oh, Tether or Circle, I don't really know a difference. They're both stable coins. I knew Tether had been delisted at some certain points. But when I did more digging, there's just stuff about Tether that makes me feel yucky. So any stable coin that I do is going to be probably USDC because I feel just a little better with supporting the people who do good things. So yes, Mike, somebody in the chat did tell me to sell the top. I had already sold pretty much everything and stabled up everything that I was able to stable up on. And so there was like 2 positions where I'm like, I'm just going to leave that as it is. So I couldn't really, could I go further and sell it all? Yes, but it would have been exiting one of the positions would have been to like exit from one into another and then into a stable coin. And so I didn't want to trigger 2 taxable events. Yeah, so John Legend, I can't say why it's yucky. But I found things out that make me feel like I just don't want to ever have Tether in my wallet again. So I am very, very, very much a proponent of USDC now. So, and before they were both stable coins to me, and there was no difference between them. And so yeah. So let's see. Mr. V told me as well. I did not listen. Nope. Po man, you and I are on this gravy train together. Now, I didn't sell like my Cardano bag. Like I just left all that. Cardano is just doing what Cardano is doing at this point. Because of the way that my Cardano went last cycle, I'm like, at this point, I'm just fine with it as it is. I'll just buy more Cardano if it continues to go down. And that's kind of where I'm at. So positions that I've sold, like, okay, Solana chain, I feel like that stuff's all going to go down. I feel like it's all going to go down. Like, remember when Solana hit $8? If Solana hits $8, what do you think all of those meme coins are going to? So therefore, like, really having a cash position on Solana seems like the best thing to do. So everything on that chain, I was sold it all. Stabled that. Done. Like, let it go to the bottom again. And like, I don't, you guys know that I don't know how to long or short. I've tried to open like little positions and try and I'm not good enough at it yet. And I do plan to get that way. So in fact, I do need to dive into Market Cypher has some free demo tapes, some free courses on their Crypto Faces YouTube channel. You can go over and watch some of that stuff there, but they have like, even in their Discord, when you become like a part of their, like, they'll help teach you. So I just need to set aside some time to do the education. So speaking of education, I got to go. I'm going to school. I get to go see the school. Yes, I do. I'm actually surprised Angel Paws has not been in here. But yes, I'm taking my daughter to school with her 2 black guys today. So we will be sitting there talking with the faculty and trying to figure out how a path forward where she does not get so stressed that she has horrible seizures and can't attend school. So, because right now they have her in like college prep classes, like she's a normal kid with no IEP help, and she's just been struggling. And now she's like, you know, her grades were bad. She didn't get to do the swim team and all of this stuff. And so naturally, I've taken the pressure off of her from, doing her driving test. So we're just going to wait and do that later. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in because it helps support me and the lovely Angel Pause. She will be back. She will be back. So I appreciate you all for tuning in. And as always, this show is powered by the Gokhshtein News Network. Guys, I will be back tomorrow at my normal time, 1 o'clock Pacific time. And then I will be back on Friday with Joxie, the lovely Joxie Coxie. Hopefully she will tell us about her birthday party extraordinaire, because she came into my group chat and said she was really hungover. So I'm sure she's got good stories to tell us. All right, guys, that is the show for today. I will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.